Hey everyone, I'm Jeff Mitchell, Director of Athletics. Welcome to Cardinal Conversations. Today's guest is senior baseball pitcher Jacob Hartlaub. And we're going to walk around campus and talk a bit about his experience. Well, Jacob, thanks for joining me. You grew up in Milwaukee.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about growing up, playing sports, and did you know that you wanted to play baseball in college?
Yeah, so growing up in Milwaukee, obviously, it's kind of like Indiana. It's a lot of cold weather. So playing baseball, you don't get to experience like you do down south with all like the SEC schools and all that. So I knew I wanted to play baseball, but another thing is that I played football growing up too.
You were a receiver.
I was a wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's correct, but I don't think I could last in college football. So I chose baseball,
So
obviously.
When did the shift to predominantly baseball happen?
That was about, I'd say, my freshman year of high school when I really knew I was just going to do baseball. I still played football throughout high school, but I knew my future was in baseball, so it was a lot of getting on travel ball because obviously you can't play year-round in Wisconsin, so we got to travel to play baseball, and then just high school ball as well.
Who was the baseball influence in your life?
Honestly, my cousin, I'd say, because no one else in my family played baseball. Dad didn't play baseball, brother didn't play baseball. No one else played baseball, but one of my cousins actually played baseball growing up. So just like watching him and seeing what he does was really what got me into it.
And how did you fall into pitching?
So honestly, it was kind of weird. I never knew I wanted to be a pitcher. I actually came to a camp here at Ball State thinking that I was going to be a shortstop because that's what I was in high school. And I tried to hit batting practice in front of Coach Maloney, and I don't think I hit one out of the infield. So I realized if I can't hit them, I might as well start throwing them. So that's when I made the change to pitching, and probably about sophomore year of high school.
So talk me through the recruiting process.
Yep.
You mentioned coming on campus.
Yep.
Hitting's not your thing.
Oh, no.
So how did Coach Maloney and other schools maybe that were recruiting you at the time go about that process with you? Were there a lot of conversations that you had with them? Were there more tryouts? Tell everybody about that.
There was a lot of conversations. Ball State was honestly really the only school that actually recruited me out of high school. It was actually Coach Beamer, who's now the head coach at Butler University. He saw me down in Georgia when I was playing baseball, and I was actually pitching at the time. So that same night, I got on a phone call with him, talked about Ball State, just talked about baseball a little bit, and then we set up a visit, got to campus. I really love that. It's not a huge campus, but it's big enough, but it's also small enough where you can walk everywhere. You see people you know everywhere you go, and it's just, I feel like it's a very family environment.
Outside of, obviously, the baseball complex, Shebeck Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
What area of campus do you enjoy the most?
My freshman year, I enjoyed the dining halls the most, not gonna lie. That's where I'd hang out a lot. Other than that, probably the basketball arena, just going to watch all our sports. A lot of fun, volleyball, basketball, whatever it may be, just going to hang out there, watching other people perform.
So Jacob, you mentioned the dining halls as being a favorite spot. Do you have a background in working at restaurants?
I actually do.
Why don't you tell us about that?
In high school, I was a busser at a pizza restaurant.
And the pizza restaurant, its name is?
Ricardo's Pizza.
In Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee, that's right. So I was the busser there. It's really been in our family for a while working there. My mom's mom worked there, so my grandma worked there. Her family worked there. My mom's friends worked there. My sister worked there. My brother worked there. So just like kind of following in the family footsteps, but
Did you ever make a pizza?
I've never made a pizza. And the only pizza I've ever made is a Jack's Pizza in the oven. So that's all I got for you.
Talk us through a little bit about your experience at Ball State as a pitcher, the highs and lows. What seminal moment did you have where you knew that this had all been worth it?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of ups and downs in this sport. It's a very mental game. And freshman year, I would not say I went as much as I want to. I think I threw .2 innings, probably had the highest ERA in all of college baseball at the time. And then sophomore year, I battled through a back injury, but it was an up and down year, but biggest moment of my career, obviously, throwing the last pitch of the MAC championship to send us to a regional. That's something I'll never forget.
I don't think many people will forget that entire game, and certainly the heroics at the end, not the least of which was that final strikeout.
Yep.
You have any recollection of that moment?
Honestly, the biggest thing that was in my head was I just gave up a 3-run home run. I thought I lost this game for our team. And then obviously Adam Tellier came up, hit a grand slam, and then it was just, I kind of went black from there.
And then coach put you back out there.
Oh yeah, and it was right when I saw that ball go over the fence, I was like, okay, now it's time to lock in, get the job done. Like I said, I kind of forgot about the whole other inning. I don't really remember what I was thinking in the dugout. I don't think I was thinking too much. And I just tried to go out there and get the job done.
And you've been a part of multiple championships in your time here.
Yeah, it's been a blast. Obviously, we're chasing another one this year. Hopefully 2 in the same season, regular season and a MAC tournament. Get back to a regional. So that's our goal. I think we have a very good chance to do that. We've got a very solid team, so I'm excited.
Close it out. Go. Good job. Good job.
Well, Jacob, we are now at an art sculpture in front of the kinesiology school. I see students lounging here.
Yeah.
You don't have time for that?
Never.
No.
I've never been able to.
Talk to us a little bit about your interest in biomechanics. You participated in that over the summer in a pitching lab.
Yep.
What does that entail, particularly as a pitcher?
Yeah, I think mostly just seeing how your body moves, learning your body, learning how to sync it all up, learning how to be on time, just learning how everything works together, how some things work against you sometimes, and just really understanding how to use your body to generate the most amount of power and energy possible.
So have lessons that you've learned participating in that program helped you in pitching, and in particular going into this year?
Yeah, for sure. I have never really seen myself on a slow-mo camera, all the data that was given to me. So being able to see that, just once again learning how my body moves and being able to make those adjustments into my pitching game has, I think, dramatically changed my performance on the mound.
What is a dream of yours post-college?
Yeah, obviously the biggest dream is getting drafted, going to play in the MLB one day, making my debut. But other than that, my goals are to be a college pitching coach, wherever that lands me.
So you're ranked as a top 250 prospect.
Yep.
Does that mean something special to you? Is it a source of motivation? Is it a challenge? Talk us through that mindset.
Yeah, obviously it's special to me. It's a great accomplishment. Personally, I want to be higher, but also before every one of my outings, I tell myself, I'm like, you're ranked for a reason. Go out there and do it. Just be who you are and let it work.
And you coach now, right?
Yeah.
You're involved in some prospect training.
Yep.
Talk about that mentality and what you project in the future of wanting to be around the game still and impact other people's lives.
Yeah, so back home, when obviously I'm not here practicing baseball, I'm back home coaching baseball where I played travel ball, helping out with pitching camps. Actually ran one over winter break. So that's also where what I learned this summer about how I move, how I learned, I'm able to use that with other people, teach them, and I hope to take that throughout my career as coaching as well.
What advice can you give to other student athletes that are currently participating in athletics or prospective student athletes coming into college that help set them up for success?
Yeah, my big thing is just understanding that you're not who your sport is. Don't let your sport define you. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in sports, especially hard sports where you're going to fail more than you're going to succeed, like baseball. So just understanding that, trusting the process, staying grounded, not getting too high, not getting too low, and just going every day the best you can.
Well, thank you for setting an example for all of our student athletes here at Ball State, and
No
we
problem.
wish you continued success.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching Cardinal Conversations. Jacob Hartlaub of the baseball team, a senior pitcher, and I'm Jeff Mitchell, Director of Athletics.
Chirp, chirp.
And go Cards.